Hey guys, welcome back to another day. We're gonna head out, I don't know, do some shopping, hang out, chat. I do have kind of a crazy story. Maybe you won't think it's crazy that I'm gonna share with you in just a minute, but I'm going to head into a couple of stores first, and just so that I make sure I get moving on everything I gotta get done today. But yeah, let's just hang out and see what today holds. Let's go see what's new at Dollar Tree. All right, so I had a hard time filming inside of Dollar Tree because it was quite loud. People were loud. There was a couple of kids in there that were, you know, on the struggle bus. And so I tried filming, but you really couldn't hear anything. Anyways, I love to browse through Dollar Tree. Sometimes I go in and out for an item. And then other times I just like to walk around the whole store and kind of take a look and see what's new. Because sometimes I find things that I like in a different section than I would expect to find something that I like. This is my Dollar Tree Plus section. I don't know if you have one of those, but they definitely have some nice things. I don't buy a ton from there, but I have bought some really nice items. They have some great crafting items and home decor items, and they have some decent little toys as well. Anyways, I'm just taking you through Dollar Tree for a quick walk as I look around and see what I can find. We are headed into Hobby Lobby. I've got one thing I'm looking for, but I will of course do some browsing. Random clearance items that I don't need, but I am like drawn to. Such a pretty little napkin holder and like a little, I don't know, candy dish, treat dish. I just have to stop whenever I see the little sale stickers. I am headed straight back to the clearance section to start, but look, little glimpses. I was trying to say little glimpses of fall before I was interrupted. Don't get me wrong, I'm not rushing summer. Summer just started, I'm loving it, but I love fall decor. It's just so pretty. Not much here today. Okay, so there's a couple aisles of clearance. That's obviously better than the other stuff I first found. That's cute. All right, I'm gonna have to put my camera away and actually look through this. I believe, yeah, there's another aisle of it as well. Just a quick pass through and a glimpse at the beautiful, pretty fall stuff. Now I'm just passing through. Heading to the back of the store because I forgot about something I wanted to look for. We'll catch up in a second. Gonna head into Marshall's really quick. Oh, hopefully really quick. I do have something specific I'm looking for. So then we'll catch up in the car. All right, so the top of my head is cut off, but it's the best I can do. I'm gonna do a little haul as we go. I didn't get a ton. Hobby Lobby, well, Dollar Tree people were loud, which is fine. I'm not complaining, people can talk. But for filming purposes, Dollar Tree was loud. Hobby Lobby was kind of hard to film. I don't know how that's all gonna come out, maybe with some voiceover. This is kind of in my DIY realm for my other channel, but I'm gonna share it. I got 3 books. And don't hate me, but these are gonna be for a DIY. I mean, I'm not totally destroying them. But I got 3 books and a little wood palette that I may or may not be using. I mean, I'll eventually use it, but I got 1 piece of paper from Hobby Lobby. After all that was there on clearance, this is all I got, and it wasn't even on sale. But I needed it for a DIY, and it's like 69 cents, so. They had lots of really fun clearance stuff, but I do pretty good. I'm pretty pretty disciplined unless it's like super, super cheap. And it was, I mean, it was a good deal, but anyways. And then I was looking for a drying mat and Marshall's. I'll look in Walmart as well, but I want one with a hanging loop on it. I have one of those right now and I don't know where I got it and I haven't been able to find them, but because I like to hang it up to dry before I like put it away. And I didn't find one, but I did get some of these cleaning cloths. Drop my receipt. I'm a paper towel user and I probably won't stop being a paper towel user. There are some things that you just need to throw out after, you know, you need to clean up and just throw it in the garbage. But I do feel like I go through them a lot at times. Even for cleaning my counter, I use paper towels because sponges and rags and cloths, I always feel like just leave it wet for so long. But I'm gonna try these. These are supposedly specifically for cleaning. I was hesitant because it's machine washable but line dry, and I was like, do I really wanna be line drying rags? But I'm like, they won't take that long. I've got a couple of drying rags. Anyways, it was a 10 pack for $4.99. I'm gonna give it a try. If not, I mean, they'll still be good for like dusting and that kind of a thing, but we're gonna give it a try. I just have to be purposeful to try to remember to use them, and I'm thinking I can like cut back on my paper towel use. So anyways, while I'm sitting here, I'm gonna do a little story time for you. Well, let me start by saying this. I am an aware person without being paranoid. All right, so when I'm out shopping, my hair's getting a little ratty, probably from rubbing on my purse strap. I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm aware of what goes on in the world. I'm aware that everywhere you go, you're not just automatically safe, okay? We live in a world today where people are bolder than they ever were before. So I'm watching someone back up in a very big vehicle and there's children nearby. But all seems to be good as long as that little boy doesn't run away from his mom like he just tried to do. But I'm aware that people are bolder when committing crimes. I know that trafficking is very prominent in our country. I did not realize that for many, many years. I think, or at least I always did, thought that was something that like happened elsewhere. It's kind of disturbing to me how popular and common that is in our country. Just the way our country is set up, that stuff should not be going on. It should be being stopped more than it is. I won't get into all that, but so I'm aware of my surroundings. I purposefully keep my purse with a pocket that, well, I can't, my keys are, never mind. My car's on because it's hot and I need the air conditioning, but I always know where my keys are. I'm not rummaging through my purse in a parking lot. I put them in the same spot. I can easily grab them out. I'm aware of myself when I'm in a parking lot. I'm aware of myself when I'm in a store. Even when I'm filming, I am looking around. Like if I'm walking through a parking lot filming, I just hope that I get a good shot. I angle it and then I walk, and I'm still aware of my surroundings. If I can get my car, I usually lock my door as soon as I get in my car and start the car. So even if I'm putting my purse away or setting bags down, I'm safe and secure. So I don't do it really out of fear. I'm aware of my surroundings and I'm aware of the things that go on. I've heard plenty of stories. I've watched read many articles, watched documentaries, heard stories from people, locally. I experienced some stuff where I used to live, of kind of some, being approached by somebody who was clearly strung out on drugs and, just whatever. So that's my long preface to this story. So a couple of weeks ago, I was coming out of Walmart and it was probably like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Daylight, I had actually parked pretty close to the store, which I don't always do, but it had been raining. It wasn't raining when I came out. And our parking spaces there are like angled, so like the back of your car is closer to the front of another car. So I was getting like a watermelon and I had a big bouncy ball. I had a bunch of stuff that wasn't just grabbing a couple bags and putting them in. If I don't need to carry my cart, bring my cart out to my car, I won't. If I just have a few bags, I'll just grab them, leave the cart inside and go to my car. But I had to actually unload some stuff. And there was a car next to me that slightly opened up his door and was very polite and said, "Excuse me, do you happen to have jumper cables?" And I said, "Oh, no, I don't. I'm so sorry." and I noticed there was a male and female in the front seat. Didn't think anything super weird at first, but he didn't close his door after that. He kind of just still left it cracked, like facing me, like looking at me. So I was facing them the whole time. I didn't turn my back on them, and it was awkward, and I was like, just seemed odd. I shouldn't say awkward, but it was odd. And I was like, maybe I should, so I'd like felt prompted to like continue the conversation. And I was like, I was like, oh yeah, I probably should. And I said, I'm sure somewhere around here does. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing like men walking by that like he could have easily gotten out of the car and asked, but he didn't. So this is all within a short period of time, like 60 seconds. I close my trunk and I go to put my cart away, which so many people don't seem to know how to do. It was not far from my car at all. I come back to my car and I hear a car starting, and I realize it's their car and they're leaving. So this is literally within like 60 to 90 seconds. And I'm like, his car started. Like, why did he need jumper cables? So I didn't want to like jump to conclusions. I was like, well, maybe like they just tried it again and it worked. But everything was odd about it. He didn't get out of the car in the moment to ask. It didn't look like they were trying to work with the car. Like the hood wasn't open. He didn't try to ask anybody else nearby, and there were people nearby. Anyways, it really bothered me. I felt like that was just odd behavior. Anyways, like the next week I spoke to some people at Walmart, not employees, they're employees of one of the other, entities that is within Walmart that I speak to often. And they had shared some stories with me of some things that had occurred. And I mentioned to them, they're like, we kind of talked through, it was like, that's weird. And they encouraged me, and I agreed that I needed to probably notify the police. So I did. And of course there was nothing they can do at that time, but they urged me, like, next time you need to call us as soon as, like, while you're still there, as soon as it's happening. Anyways, it was weird. It left me uneasy. All that to say, I guess I was just sharing a story time. I guess there's no other reason except for maybe if you're not aware of that stuff, I don't think we want to walk around in fear. I think it's just important to be aware of your surroundings and aware that this stuff does go on. What is that vehicle doing? My perception from where I'm sitting right here makes it look like that van is smashing into cars, but clearly they're not. So anyways, that's my story time. Be aware of your surroundings. Don't be fearful, but be alert. So that being said, we're going to Walmart. All right, so I am home now, in and out of Walmart, and I went grocery shopping. So all of that is in another video. I think that goes out before this one. But I'm back home and I'm going out to my garden. I'm just trying to find clippers here. I know that there were some. You guys were very helpful in your suggestions for our garden, and I appreciate that. And kind of said what I was thinking, but I was unsure about pruning my garden. And we have this, hang on a second, I can't do two things at once. Okay, I found something sharp. Oh, that'll work. We are trying to water less. They get a lot of sun. So I'm thinking maybe the first like week or so, they were in a place that didn't get enough sun, but we moved them. That was a while ago. And we used to, I don't know. Ew. Okay, that's probably bunny poop, because we do have a beautiful bunny that spends a lot of time in our yard. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna trim off the yucky spots. Sorry, that was probably weird to scratch my head while holding that thing in my hand. But we've also starting to clear up a little bit. We've had really hazy skies because of the smoke and the wildfires in Canada. It's actually has traveled down to North Carolina. Man, one of my flowers it's off of my zucchini plant. Anyways, oh, two of them are. What? Like, come on. Anyways, I'm gonna trim these up a little bit and then I'll show it to you. All right, so I trimmed them pretty far back. I just, took off the yucky stuff, but they look good when you got rid of all that stuff. So look, my hands are dirty because I was just messing with the dirt. But, I mean, there's a good amount of flowers. There's one over here. This one hasn't started flowering yet. This one, I mean, oh, I missed a leaf. Hang on. So the zucchini's got a lot of flowers. I don't know why there was a couple flowers that had fallen off. Hopefully that was just like a weird thing. So I trimmed those back a little bit, pulled off it, got rid of any dead ones. And then the zucchini still look great. I don't see any fruit starting yet, but they look good. So I don't know. These are starting to turn more green. They had gotten a little bit yellow, but they're definitely turning more green again. And I messed with the dirt just to see, and it definitely feels not wet, but damp. So I'm not gonna water it today. We got a little bit of rain last night. So anyways, we talked about whether or not we needed more drainage holes, but they came with drainage holes. So anyways, I'm hoping the weather shifts. We've had sun, but we've had more rain than normal, which is great, but not when it like is constant, I guess. And I think with like the haze from the smoke, the sun's out, but it doesn't, I don't think it's as intense. I mean, the other day we could look straight at the sun as it was setting. It was like pink. You could just look straight at it, no problem. There was such a thick haze of smoke over it. So anyways, let's give that another couple days and see how it does. I'm so hopeful that we may get something out of it, but I'm not confident. I'm hopeful, but not confident. All right, guys, so Walmart went well, but I went grocery shopping and all of that, and that stuff is gonna be in a grocery haul. Did I already say that? That's right, I already talked to you since I came home. I was out in the garden. Anyway, right now I'm cleaning eggs. I picked up some fresh eggs from someone today. Cleaning them to put them in the refrigerator. I'm waiting to do dinner. So I've got pizza dough that needs to finish thawing. We're gonna make some calzones. That'll be in a future What's for Dinner. So I think I'm probably just going to wrap up today's video. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out so much. I'm like trying to like get my head in the shot. But little things like giving it a thumbs up and commenting, all those little interactions help a lot. Some of these eggs are dirtier than others. I actually prefer to get them when they're still dirty because that means I don't have to put them right in the fridge. But I'm going to clean them and put them in the fridge. I love fresh eggs. Guys, if you can get local fresh eggs, there's definitely a difference. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, all the things. I'll see you next time.